Now, at this point then, we want to go to tributes. And as we go to tributes, we'll begin with the children. And I would kindly request them to come, all of them here, so that they make their tributes. I know the first tribute will be done by Paul, and then followed by Chin, and then Anne. Then from there we will call our son-in-law. And if we have the grandchildren, they can come. But first and foremost, let's hear tribute from the children. And Pastor Richo, if you're, oh, sorry, Pastor Richo is not there. But please, can the children come, all of them, so that as they read, we can follow in that order. Thank you so much for coming. Please, karibuni sana, karibuni sana.
Good afternoon, church. I would like to make my tribute. We come together with hearts full of sorrow, but also immense gratitude as we celebrate the life of an incredible man I was both privileged and excited to call a boy, or dad. Most of you know him by the name Willy Kamuren, a man of many hearts. He was a loving husband to my mother, a devoted father to my siblings, and I am excited, an excellent uncle, an admired grandpa, and a cherished friend to me. A boy was my greatest teacher, my role model, and my hero. Allow me to share some memories about this great man. A boy's life was a quiet yet powerful testimony to the values he held dear: kindness, integrity, and unshakable dedication to the people he loved. He did not just teach us these principles, he lived them every single day. He was the truest definition of the phrase, walk the talk. Most of you who have interacted with him know him as a generous man. Since his day as a parliamentarian, our home always hosted guests from various regions and backgrounds. A boy's impact was not confined to our family. He believed deeply in community growth, and he actively participated in fundraisings, drives for various community projects, including schools and health facilities. Whether it was a fundraiser or a community gathering, he left a legacy of kindness, generosity that touched so many people. A boy was a firm believer in education. I still recall with fondness memories of him helping me with many assignments and attending to all my school meetings. He was there cheering me on at a milestone and teaching me a skill. What I miss the most is the fact that to him, it was about just what we were doing. It was about the way he made me feel like I was capable of achieving anything with his support. He didn't just say that he believed in us, he showed it in everything he did. We will be doing a disservice to this great man if we fail to mention his dislike for procrastination. My boy was one man that believed it was something if something has to be done and can be done now, then it must be done. My siblings and I had no room to procrastinate, as a boy would be on our necks. We learned from him how to work and deliver without procrastination or be late to your appointment. My boy was a man who would arrive to an appointment earlier so as not to cause any inconvenience. In equal measure, he was a man who appreciated effort. He taught us from a tender age the value of saying thank you. He insisted we should always be thankful for the assistance we receive from others. The same extended to his commitment to discipline, being remorseful and sorry for any mischief was both encouraged and lauded by this great man. Of course, a boy also had a great sense of humor. He would always find a way to make us laugh. Even in the most unexpected moments, he believed that one must laugh many times a day. And he lived by the belief. His humor was not just about laughter, it was a reminder that we should not take life too seriously and cherish the joy of others. I must admit that it was among the reasons I always worked forward to our regular conversations. I am already missing that. A boy had a way of finding ways in his life's simplest moments. He loved work and always remained productive. I always remember the days we spent to work as we took me through the daily business operations. Those times were not just about the activity itself. They were about the love, the connection he shared as a family. If you were to engage my children about their grandpa, they will narrate his rich knowledge on contemporary and historical issues. He was a man capable of narrating a memory that happened in the 60s with the clarity of something that transpired less than a week ago. Today, we honor a man who served as a fountain of rich history to many of us. Allow me to mention something that I have always found fascinating about this man. His bravery had no equal. About 2 years ago, I accompanied him for a routine hospital checkup. When we got the diagnosis, I remember his words when he learned from the doctor about of what had happened. And he said, hii kitu tutapigana nayo. And true to the words, alipigana nayo. He kept a brave stature throughout, despite the pain he was undergoing, especially the last 3 months prior to his resting. He was very brave, a true. As we say goodbye to our boy today, I would like to say thank you. Of course, I remain true to your teachings. Thank you for the lessons you taught us, the love you gave us, and the example you set for us. You showed us how to live with purpose, integrity, and how to love wholeheartedly. While we will miss you deeply, we take in knowing that your spirit is alive in the values you instilled in us. Our boy, thank you for being our light, our strength, our greatest blessing. We will carry your memory in our hearts, striving to honor your legacy every day. While our hearts are heavy with grief, they are also filled with gratitude for the time we were blessed to share with you. Rest with the angels, a boy. We will always love you. Thank you.